Rise from your grave.
Yo, check it, Zoocube. Hey, Game Gravers. Welcome back to another edition of, well, Game Grave. Today we're taking a look at another Gamecube game called Zoocube. This is a crazy puzzle game. This is a game that I did not play at all when it was available, when it was relevant, if I guess this game was ever considered relevant. It originally came out on the GameCube. As you can tell on the screen there, there's the GameCube controls, the controller, the whole thing there, I guess, is what's monitoring your spaceship. I don't know what the story is behind this. I guess you fly a spaceship around and you're saving animal parts that turn into real animals. I don't know. It's pretty freaky and really strange. This was later released on mobile devices back in 2004 afterwards. Don't know what that means, because mobile in 2004 was kind of like, mobile game? What is that? Then in 2006, they came out with the PS2 version, so Nintendo was able to hold on to that exclusive right of Zoocube for quite a while, right? I'm sure it worked out for them pretty well. So yeah, there isn't much to this game. I don't think this is going to be a very long look at this game, but as you can see here, we have a few different ways to play the game. You have classic, you have blind, and you have knockout, and then you have knockout blind. And we will play through a bit of each just to give you an idea of what to expect here. But we're just going to start off with classic, just to show you how it all works, and we will start in the China Sea. As you can tell, there are a ton of different oceans that you can play through, but some do not unlock until you actually get to them first. So let's start with China Sea. And of course, we have our coyote howling at the moon, and we turned him into a Zoocube or a zoo block. And our little guy here is kind of like, yo, let's get this going on. But we already saw this at the beginning, so let's jump right into the game. And here we are, approaching the planet where China Sea is, I guess. And then we launch the Zoocube. China Sea. So as you can see, we have this animal part, which is just, it's a cow. Yep, there's just udders and then black and white colors on top of that. I'm assuming this one's a giraffe. And this one's a giraffe here too. So the whole point of this game is that you want to move the cube and match the pieces to where the pieces are coming from. They're only going to come from three directions: the top, the bottom left, and bottom right. You can hit A to have the piece speed through to you, just in case you're impatient or you want to score some more points. And as you match them, you'll see the animals pop up in the top corners there, and they kind of do like a little like victory growl or whatever, what have you. So, having not really played this game back when it was an actual thing, I remember seeing it on the shelf, and it was something I was always interested in, because I'm always interested to find that perfect puzzle game. And seeing this on the shelf, I was really hoping this would be it, but I was always too afraid to buy it back then, or even rent it, really, because I felt like I'd be wasting my time. And so this is actually the first time I've played it. So I guess the question is, how do I feel about it all these years later, now that I've finally played it? Kind of mixed about the way I feel about it. I think the concept of it is really cool. It's very unique. It's very strange. This is the bonus level where basically you're just trying to match each part that's already on your cube to the ones coming in. If you do so, you succeed. But yeah, playing the game all these years later, I don't know. It's mixed for me. Like, I think it's a unique game. I think I think it does a lot of interesting things, but unfortunately, there's not much to it, which kind of sucks. And moving this cube thing sometimes can be a real pain in the ass. When you're trying to get it to the piece and match it up correctly, sometimes it can be a real pain to get it over to where you need it to be. And yeah, I find that incredibly irritating. And don't ask me why you're collecting little fruits and ice creams and candy canes and stuff. I have no idea what that has to do with the animals. But I love the crocodile just showing up and biting at the ear. As an animal lover, I think it's awesome. As a gamer, I'm not so sure. So it seems as though the game actually starts off pretty slow. They don't really throw too much challenge at you just yet. Which I guess is a good thing, because you're trying to figure out how to move this cube around the most efficient way. And in my opinion, it's a little unfortunate that they only have so many animals in the game, too. I don't know if this changes the further you get. I guess we'll find out here, because we're going to a cutscene and we're going to go to a new ocean. So it gives you your stats here. In our weird turtle-looking spaceship, we move to Indian Ocean. Okay, so now they're starting to actually move pieces simultaneously, so the challenge is going to pick up. Alright, so we gotta try to get to an open one. There we go. Did we already get one of those? Oh, can't move it. Okay. Don't care for that. Alright, so now I gotta get that over there. So now I can move those around when they're piled on top of each other. No! And actually match them up afterwards, which is pretty cool. But to me, it almost feels like the game designers kind of got to a point where they're like, "Hey guys, what happens when they get too stacked up and the players can't do anything?" And they're like, "Oh crap!" So they're like, "Okay, you can shift the pieces around." So, how do you lose at Zoocube? What makes you have to start over from the beginning? What destroys your Zoocube? What puts you out of the game? The answer to that is if you have 5 zoo pieces. Oh, there's a new piece right there. That must be the coyote we saw at the beginning. If you get 5 zoo pieces stacked on top of each other, then you lose. I guess the game at that point decides you can't take it anymore. Okay, we are adding some new animals, so that is nice to see. We're going to match a new one here, the coyote. Which is a little strange, because it looked like his candy was like medicine or a pill? Is the coyote a pill popper? Is that what they're saying here? Oh, we do have another new animal here. Okay. So maybe I gotta eat my words and take it back. They are adding new animal pieces as it goes on to make it more challenging, which is cool. So we'll just have the giraffe piece here. Do we have a tiger piece yet? We don't. But we do have this piece. Is it a lion? It is a lion. I like it. Okay, we match the cow. We got an elephant here. Penguin. There we go. Or a giraffe, coyote, tiger. And it looks like we might be... No, it's another bonus level. I thought we were going to move on to another ocean already. Who's first? So overall, my impressions of this game are that it's pretty charming. I like the sounds, and like I said, as an animal lover, I love the fact that animals are in it, and that you're matching them. I don't know, I'm not quite sure what you're doing, if you're freeing them from some weird, like, animal block hell, or whatever the hell's going on. In this weird spacey, like, cube. Like, what is it doing with the animals exactly? I don't know. Well, what is this, a gopher? Is this a gopher block? Seems like it might be cool. But overall, I think it's a pretty charming game. I just wish controlling the cube was a little easier. Sometimes when I'm turning it, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be turning it the correct direction. Oh, here we go. Match up the... It is a little gopher guy. I like that. Oh, shit. We gotta turn it. Oh, I messed that one up. Messed that one up big time. But we're still in this. We're still in this game. Okay, we got another tiger piece. We get that in there. Another lion piece. Here's... Oh, okay. That's another new strange piece. It almost looks like by not matching that elephant piece earlier to the proper elephant piece, that is that's going to end up being one of our penalties here. And we're never going to actually end up getting a match for it, which is unfortunate. Match another gopher here. We got another new animal. Let's see, what do we get? Parrot? Yeah, I like it. Yeah, my girlfriend and I, we are such animal lovers that we actually have kind of made it I don't know if you want to call it a tradition or just like a thing to do, but every year we pick a new state in the U.S. here to go to a different zoo. And despite your feelings on animals at the zoo and if it's cruel or whatever, we always have a good time just checking out the animals, learning about them, seeing them, and you know, all the different... Wait, we gotta get this. There we go. All the different zoos have different attractions. I mean, yeah, you're gonna go to certain zoos and you're gonna find, you know, lions, you're gonna find tigers, that kind of thing, which is great. Who doesn't like a good lion or a tiger? But, you know, in different zoos, they're gonna have different species of bear and everything. And if you're the type of person who cares about that, definitely recommend traveling around the U.S. to check out these different zoos and the way they have these areas set up for them. It's pretty cool, and we have a good time doing it. Just make sure you try to go on a day when it's not super crowded, because otherwise kids are going to be running all over you and from their parents, and it could be a chore. It really can. I know zoos are for kids. Don't get me wrong, I understand that, but we're big up on animals, so we like to go when we can. It's fun. Alright, I'm going to try to get to the next ocean here, and then I think I'm going to try to show off the other modes just so we can call it here. Oh, no. There we go. Wow, that was some kind of a nick of time here. Here's another animal. What? It's a horse. I would have never guessed horse with that one. The gopher thought that was super funny. The gopher, the comic... Oh no, I should have matched that lion. I did not think about it. The gopher's the comic of the animal world, it seems like, if any of you have seen the movie Caddyshack. Definitely the comedian of the animal world. And why not? He's hilarious. Big teeth. Cute little guy. That one has to be a hippo. You know, it's kind of funny. Starting this game out, I was really put off by the way the cube controls. Now that I'm getting more used to it, I'm actually really enjoying my time playing this game. I didn't think I would say that by the end of this this Game Grave video, but yeah, I'm actually having a good time playing it. Oh, no. Put that there. What do we got coming? Lion. We gotta mash it. Okay, good. Mash you. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't notice that before. When you hit the button to switch which direction, or rather switch which placement different pieces are in, you're actually switching all of the placements for all of the different sides of the cube. Something to keep in mind when playing this game. Yeah, as weird as it is to control the cube, I guess you gotta give them credit for kind of creating something a little unique with a cube instead of just doing straight lines or straight rows, you know. Instead of doing a match 3 row by row type of thing. You gotta give them a little bit of credit for trying to do a 3D puzzle game. Arabian Sea. At least it's not Wet Tricks, right? Alright, so we made it to the new ocean here. I am going to kind of just... I'm just going to lose on purpose here just so we can move on and I can... There we go, there's the game over. So you gotta get 5 or more pieces. And then our character here is like, damn it! Really screwed up my Zoocube, bro. And you can see the spaceship was actually moving a few animal cubes that we hadn't seen just yet. Okay, we got the A. We got the R. We got the C. Let's find the end. Wait, okay. There we go. And there we are. We're way down there, but we're on the high score list. All right. Yeah, we're not gonna be too much longer here. Let's just that was classic that we just played there. Let's just take a look at the other modes that we have here. So we'll start playing blind, and you'll see when you start it, it starts off with the exact same cutscene. So we're just gonna kind of jump past that right now. So you'll see these pieces here. When they show up, they are immediately grayed out. They're immediately stoned. So you can't see anything here. So you gotta... If you move it away, you'll see it's stone, but when you actually align it and they're about to collide and make an animal, they change back to their rightful color. So stone, then back to tiger. And here we made a tiger. So I could definitely see how this mode would be a little confusing if you're not quite sure what piece you have sitting there. And I guess if you're colorblind, I guess it's all the same to you, right? This mode would be the same whether you're playing classic or blind, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's blind. We are gonna jump out of that, and we are gonna jump into knockout. Same old videos. We're just gonna skip right by them again here. So a knockout is basically just playing a bunch of the bonus rounds in a row. So they start you off with a bunch of pieces right off the bat. And you gotta match them up. And you see you're actually timed on the side there, and your time goes up when you match them. So here we go, here's some more pieces. We get our tiger, we get our croc, we get our cow, and we get our giraffe. There you go, that's knockout. And I haven't unlocked it yet. I guess you unlock blind as you're playing through classic, but I have not unlocked knockout blind, which should be a pretty interesting mode once you get to it, but we haven't unlocked it yet. But you can imagine what it is. You know, it's all the pieces are stone, but you start out with pieces on your cube. So there you go, everybody. That is Zoocube. It's a pretty cool little puzzle game, I think. You know, it's strange. Through this video, I feel like I've come around a little bit more while playing it, because when I first started, I was like, "What is this? What is going on?" But it's somewhat won me over with its charm. So, you know, if it looks interesting to you, I definitely recommend checking it out. I don't think it's a game that you're going to come back to over and over again, but it might give you a night of fun, which, you know, at this moment in time might be all you're looking for. Until next time, Game Gravers.